the newsstand. Friday edition, Friday, February 7th, 2025. Today is the 7th day of February. We thank God for life, and we are happy that all of our viewers are here with us this morning. They are watching us, they love us, and they are the reason why we are always here every morning. Our viewers, we love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for always standing by us. So God bless our viewers this morning. We appreciate them, we love them, and we say thank you for always watching us every morning. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location you are watching us from. Bystanders and Friday edition is here once again. Live from Ogba, Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria, West Africa. My name has not changed. Rilwan Olasukomi is my name. If you not add Chukwebuka, they go hand in hand. So Rilwan Olasukomi Chukwebuka is here once again, if you understand where that came from. So you are welcome once again, all of our viewers. Good morning to all of our viewers once again. Bystanders is here to give you the latest happenings that has happened across Nigeria over yesterday. Ms. Glass Oyabo is greeting us. Good morning, Ms. Glass Oyabo, this particular morning. She's online, Ms. Glass Oyabo. She's always greeting us. Nelly Onoha, good morning. And Oluwashino Craig too, good morning. We are glad to have you. Those that are online should kindly click on that like button. Buhari says that security and economy improved significantly under him. Do you believe, as Nigerians? I'll be asking our reviewers that, then we are going to have conversations about that particular topic when Buhari said yesterday. So if you're online, click on the like button. Let's have this conversation this particular morning. So like I always have every morning, I have 5 major newspapers every morning when I come here, from the Punch to Vanguard, Daily Trust, Tribune, and the Nation. I have 2 hard copies of the Punch and the Vanguard, 3 soft copies of the Nation, Daily Trust, and Nigerian Tribune. So let me start from reading from the Chukwe. Good morning, Chukwebuka. He knows my name. Good morning. You are welcome. As you are coming, just keep on liking. Buhari has dropped a bombshell that the security improved significantly under him. So if you believe, let's have that conversation this morning. So let me start from reading of the major headlines this morning. Nigerian Tribune says, Tinubu sacks Union Abuja VC, barely 5 weeks in office. Federal government proposes 12-year basic education model. 13 patients from US came to Nigeria for kidney transplant. Shetima. So that this is supposed to be a good news for all Nigerians. That patients are now coming from outside of Nigeria for medical care. That's according to Shetima, our current vice president. Man, that means Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. That's man. TUC means Trade Union Congress. They warned about proposed hike in electricity tariff. Planned increase may lead to closure of more businessmen and the ill-timed deliberate act of economic oppression against Nigerians, TUC. And NPA reviews sport tariff by 15%. Adeleke engages 10,000 youth for a model youth corps. And Kogi Assembly bans foreigners direct access to cashew nut farmers. As African leaders, we must abandon foreign dependency. Tinubu is saying that. And a constitutional review, reps received requests for creation of 31 states to 12 regional national public hearing. These are the front pages of Nigerian Tribune. Bad news is on the front pages of Daily Trust. How Army General was abducted in Katsina. Man, 2 wives, children among victims. Over 100 gunmen involved in attack. Africa cannot depend on foreign blueprint for development. Tinubu. Trump's doubled down on Gaza Strip acquisition. Fires destroyed 21 food storage facilities in Kano. Kills 78 livestock. 30 days after, Tinubu sacks Union Abuja VC. PDP disciplinary committee summons Anyanwu Autumn. Senate probes Niger leaders action against Niger leaders against Nigeria. And then Barrow distributes 2.7 billion naira loan for new agri scheme. My last soft copy is from The Nation this morning. It says 32 proposals for new state before House of Reps panel. Federal government evacuates 7,790 refugees from Chad. Union Abuja Union gets new vice chancellors. Asset panel report. Obaseki left 6.82 billion debt in Edo. NBA panel reviews a completing court judgment. Obagbin and JHL appeals against favorable ruling. PDP Digital Committee summons Anyanwu Autumn. So let me read from the hard copy this morning. 30 people are online, so let me give some people. Adiji Elonge, good morning, Chukwebuka. Yeah, that's my name. God is great. The name was given to me 2023 election because of who I supported. So people gave me that name, and it's a good name. I love it. Nelly Ono, good morning, Chukwebuka. Adiji Elonge is laughing, but I say online, please like what you are doing, like. We are going to have conversation today. But let me read from the hard copy of the Punch, my first paper this morning. It says, fresh price hike looms as MPA plans 15% tariff increase. Let me start from the fact that from last 2 weeks, 50% increase in data and cost. Last week, removal of subsidy from electricity. Now, fresh price hike looms as MPA plans 15% tariff hike. Okay. Ex-National Assembly members groups 4 reps 31 new state proposal. Senators insist that focus should be on state viability. Afenifere Pandef calls for true federalism. Tinubu Mbeki, that's the former president of South Africa, go on advocate homegrown solutions to Africa challenges. PDP crisis, Ikimi's panel receives 30 petition, summons Anyanwu Autumn. Lagos installs speed limit monitors, impose 50,000 naira fine. Okay. Opposition plans unveiling of mega coalition in June. These are on the front pages of our Punch papers today. You are welcome this morning. Let me go to the Vanguard, my last hard copy this morning. It says, ministers push for transfer from 934 to 12-4 system of education. Reps Constitution Review Panel proposes creation of 31 more states. Port charges up to 50% as MPA push for efficiency. Uproar as IGP, that's Inspector General of Police, PSC, Police Service Commission, clash over retirement of police officers. IGP has no power to stop PSC, retired DIG. DIG means Deputy Inspector General of Police. It's about self-preservation, retired AIG. I don't see this as IGP injecting a decision. PSC, PRO, and affected service officers sue PSC. Senator Ned Nwoko joins APC. UK citizenship. Barbados didn't single out Nigeria foreign ministries. The commission of a body of kidnapped Anambra lawmakers found on second Niger bridge. Other news here this morning. Okay. Fallout of Trump executive order on Nigeria. Program stoppage. Job losses trail. USAID fund. Kanu's release will bring peace. Kanu's release will bring peace. That's Reps panel. Sharia will ignite war in Southwest. Chief Imam of Yoruba land. Man cautions against further hike in electricity tariff. This on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. So, see Mr. Chinedu. Mr. Chinedu at the front. Mr. Chinedu, let's start this morning. Yes, it's the first. Okay, Pastor.
Okay, still busy.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Yes, Mr. Chinedu is busy and the pastor is so.
Okay, I met 2 of them here.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, I don't think you have much time today, so I'm rushing.
Okay, you came late now. You are very efficient, but pardon you for this morning.
Obviously, I like to do analysis every morning. But,
Yes.
But this morning, don't I like. But before I start this morning, let me greet my viewers once again this lovely morning. Omo Odua, good morning. Thanks for watching. Kinjo Ogba, good morning. Dr. Ukwoji, good morning. Mazi David Okafor, good morning. Mr. Oladewale, good morning. Ms. Glancy Oyabo, good morning. Nelly Onoa, good morning. Mr. Oluwaseun Oke, good morning. Adija Longe, good morning. Victor Ajile, good morning. Ebisa Gostin, good morning. Akob Bogu, Clement, good morning. We enjoy your program. God bless you. We love you too, Mr. Akob Bogu Clement. But as you are online, kindly click on that like button and let's have conversation this morning. Sharia will ignite war in Southwest. Chief Imam of Yorùbá said that. Let's start from that this morning.
Yes, I agree with him. Because the moments those extremists, fundamentalists, Islamic extremists and fundamentalists want to push for a radical culture of Islamization of the entire Southwest, of Sharia, the judiciary system of the whole Southwest, it's going to ignite crisis. So if the chief man of Yorùbá says so, I agree with him. Let those Islamic fundamentalists and extremists know that they're asking for an executive arm of the government in their interest, which will not all go well, which will not serve well. It's not going to be happen. Judiciary, people are asking for a Sharia court. Court is a judicial system of government. It's a judicial arm of the government, a third arm of the government. We have two arms, three arms of the government: executive, legislative, and judiciary. If a religion is not trying to take over, the third arm of the government over the rest populace, over the rest secular member of secular people in society, that's the call for war. What they can ask for, which they have been doing, should be more than their scholars in form of panel or experts, solving matters concerning marriage, inheritance, property, children's rights, education, and the rest for marriages for their members who subscribe to the faith of Islam. And not to say your own religion want to have a whole arm of the government, want is a judiciary arm of the government, want a whole arm of the government to be to be ceded to your faith. It's like a Christian answering that they want to take over the third arm of the government. Sharia court meaning taking over judiciary, taking over judicial arm of the government, which is third arm, then exercising that judicial power over the rest citizen. Which is not going to happen.
Good morning, Mr. Iwa Chukwebuka from Malaysia. Continue the King Ifi, I love you. We love you on this platform. As far as you are watching us, you are part of us. It's a big family, and we appreciate you, King Ifi. But as you are watching King Ifi, to carry like what you are doing. Let every Yoruba in the Southwest Nigeria carry indigenous biometric cards. Continue.
So it's simply that whoever those Islamic fundamentalists or extremists are, that you read between the lines that you cannot foster Islamic ideology, fundamentalism and extremism upon the rest member of the Southwesterners, because this is secular. Southwesterners are secular. They have Christian among them, prominent Christian among them, prominent Christian leaders. Imagine Pastor Kumuyi was invited to officiate at Donald Trump inauguration in US. He's a Yoruba man. Are you telling you be forcing Islamic, Sharia law of Pastor Kumuyi, or Adeboye, or Olukoya, or who? Or who will you want to forcing that on? So that is just to tell you that those Islamic fundamentalists, they are just troublemakers. And I'm happy to tell you, Mr. Riman, the Murik man who was the champion of this Islamic of the Sharia something, said the number of threats we receive every day are even from the Muslims themselves. That the Muslims themselves are the one in the forefront of against this Sharia matter. That they don't want it. They want to use to just cause crisis in Southwest. Don't forget that even traditional rulers have been accorded a day of recognition, a day of a day whereby they have been declared for them as a day to practice their religion. August 20, which is called Shahidi, by the whole government of Southwest. The Christians also have their own days too. So how can these few people survive, succeed against the rest member of the populace of the region? So these people are just few, and they'll be crushed. That's what I will use for them. These fundamentalists, these fundamentalists and extremists who want to bring crisis to Southwest, they will be crushed, they'll be submerged, they'll be crushed and be dealt with. They will have their way in Southwest. There's no way Sharia will have its way in Southwest. They cannot take over an arm of the government. One region cannot take over the judiciary arm of the government in the name of, for their selfish interest. Taking that we want Sharia court over who? Still over other non-Muslim. So the three arms of the government should be left alone to be operating secularity on people of Southwest. But I'm talking to those fundamentalists that they have their way in Southwest. Yoruba are free-minded people. Those who are Christian are there. Those who are Muslim are there. Those who are traditional rulers, and we have them in every family.
Kanu's release will bring peace to the eastern part of Nigeria. Ref's panel. This is where I'm reading from. Kanu's release will bring peace. What are your opinions about that this morning?
Yes, I believe so. Kanu's release will bring peace. I've already been an advocate of Kanu to be released, and then Mr. President bring him to a table and go to discussion with him. Say, look, Mr. Man, what is your grievances? Let his government receive his grievances, the reason why it's irritating, and let them look into it. When they look into it and tell him those ones that can be solved immediately, instantaneously, and those ones that need further deeper steps to take to get resolved, and let him know. And those ones that can be solved immediately, let government be sincere about it and solve it easily. And then now ask him to be a working vessel in the hand of government to bring peace to Southeast. Tell him, look, we want peace in Southeast. Go to Southeast and bring normalization.
Precious Ikedi, good morning. God bless you, Miss Precious. I'm with you this morning. I'm a Muslim. I abhor Sharia law in Yoruba land. Victor Ajileye.
Good.
Mr. Moderator, open phone line for us in diaspora to contribute our opinion. We'll do that. We'll find a way. We'll do that. Management understand what you're saying at them, so they can phone us in from diaspora. We'll do that. Ibadan Teaching Hospital have no light or water for 3 months now. Real go and verify. Yes, I have that fact. No, you are right, Mr. Adejelonge. Continue, Mr. Alagide. Continue.
So that's what I'm saying. That as far as the issue of that matter is concerned, we have no fear about that. That Kanu, if he's released and the government makes use of him to bring peace to Southeast, there will be peace in the Southeast. Because I'm sure he must have learned a lot in the incarceration where he is now. And when government bring him out, address this and receive his complaint from him, and then ask him to go to Southeast and work towards ensuring peace, the gentleman will do that, and there will be normalization of peace in the Southeast. I quite agree with it. I support his release and make use of him to go and bring about peace in the Southeast. Yes, if instead of government pursuing the track of persecution, they have done that. As government not key member of IPOB, is government going to, what is government say about that? So instead of government saying they are going towards the line of prosecuting him for any offences, and those subscribe to that, let there be a peace and reconciliation of what will bring about settlement of peace in South East, and Kanu is the best that can be used for that. So I believe that if he's released and government go into agreement with him, look, I want peace in South East, go and make sure there's peace. The gentleman will go there and do that. And the agreement system must have submitted to government should look into it, and address those ones that immediately need to be addressed, and those ones that require further details action, let him know, and then you release and go and make the peace known.
Muhammadu Buhari says, our last topic for today, Muhammadu Buhari Our former president said that security and economy improved significantly under me. That's our main topic today. It's on the Punch newspaper. What are your opinions about that? Muhammadu Buhari telling Nigerians that under me, Nigerians were better and things were going well.
Buhari is the worst president we ever had in Nigeria. It's one that took Nigeria backward many steps, many years backward. It was under him he let loose Fulani to begin a killer onslaught against every tribe, every community in Nigeria because of his because of secrecy, evil agenda of conquest of Nigeria for Fulani. He opens the border for Fulani all over Africa to come to Nigeria and asking them to take visa at the point of entry. Fulanis of other tribes, of other nations, of French-speaking countries bombarded Nigeria. You know how it was, ravaging and killing everywhere in Nigeria. Have you forgotten the killing in the war? The Catholic members in the war. What about the killings in the southwest that have to force somebody like Igboho to rise up to defend his people? So Buhari ruined the economy and the security of this country. So Buhari is stupid. He's talking stupidly. It's very stupid of Buhari to have saying that. That's what I can use for him. Highly stupid of him to have said that security and economy reprove upon him. This is a man that printed, that take this CBN lifeline, financial lifeline of over 30 trillion. Everything got worse under Buhari. He used his insecurity to destroy the economy, destroy the farming, make the price of things to go up. It was under him farmer can no longer go to the farm.
Let me ask this personal question.
Yes.
In 2015, Buhari and Jonathan, who did you vote for?
I voted for Jonathan. I didn't vote for Buhari.
Oh, okay, continue.
Because I knew it wasn't going to be. I never liked him for all those change they are talking about. I don't believe in him. I voted for Jonathan. I want Jonathan to implement that confirm. But fortunately for Jonathan ruined his chances. If Jonathan has if he has taken over, if he has started that reform earliest when he began the second term of 4 years, he would have gone far. But only 1 year left for him to do for go. He was not talking about confirm. So I voted for him for hoping that he will win. Because I know that confirm would lead to the stagnation of no.
Henry Okoro, good morning everyone. Mr. Henry Okoro, God bless you. Mr. Godson said that Buhari is supposed to be in jail if Nigeria has a working system. Do you agree with them?
Yes, of course, yes. He's supposed to be in jail because under him, he maligned the interest for that region, other people, that tribe, for his self-interest of his own tribe. He actually worked tirelessly to make sure Ruga was in place. And what's the intention of Ruga? Ruga is to settle Fulani in every community across the land, forcefully on the people's land, on the land of the indigenous tribe of this country, forcefully, and then they will not be equipped as a launching pad, as a military base to begin to launch an attack on the regional communities, begin their conquest agenda on Nigeria. But thank God the power to launch, to allocate land does not fall into the hand of federal government. It's the hand of governors. And that's why they were able to secure any land, because they could not forcefully take over any land. They would expect the governor to give them the land. The governor understood the agenda behind. They didn't allow them to have any land. So that one failed. Then when that one failed, he moved to water resources again. They want to control all the water resources in every community. Before you can before you can go to the stream in your locality, you have to go to Abuja to get permission. That one failed woefully as well. We know it's an agenda of Fulani again, that okay, if you cannot capture land, let's capture their source of living. Water, which is source of which is source of life. When that one failed again, at the dying days of his regime, he was not talking about grazing route from Kano to Ibadan here. So all these three major steps were taken by Buhari to capture Nigeria for Fulani, but God destroy his plot. So Buhari is a man that destroyed Nigeria. He made Fulani to become a tribe that brought sorrow and tears into the faces of Nigeria.
Let me read what Punch said. They said that former President Muhammadu Buhari has said that the country's security and economy improved significantly under his 8-year tenure. Buhari said this on Wednesday while receiving members of the Katsina State Correspondent Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists at his country home in Daura, Katsina. The former president said that he inherited a bad economy as the challenges from the people, which was in government for 60 years. However, Buhari said that his government strategy successfully tackled these challenges, curbing terrorism and economic hardship. He said Nigeria's security and economic improved significantly under my administration compared to what we met in 2015. Things continue to improve in Nigeria.
Mr. Rima, have you forgotten it was that Buhari that school students have been taken over from their hostels? Do you remember the number of school children that was abducted from their hostels in Katsina, in Zamfara, in Kaduna, even in Abuja, Stopa, where Buhari was staying? Have you forgotten serious number of schools that their children were abducted from their hostels, were taken to the bush? Where has Zima forgotten what we explained under his tenure?
Anthony Honors Cooper, good morning, Flute TV. I greet you all. Nigeria oil is not a cost to us as Nigerians. God bless Nigeria. Locotel Nigeria Limited, good morning, everyone. Dandy Okeke, good morning, Mr. Dandy Okeke. Good morning, Mr. Locotel. Good morning, Anthony Honors Cooper. All of you, like and drop more comment later conversation. The food scarcity today is because of Buhari.
Yes.
As we say all over Africa. Do you agree with that?
Yes, now. Food scarcity we have today is because of Buhari. The farmers can no longer go to their farms. Fulani herdsmen are taking over every land. They have roasted, they have killed farmers. Apart from the destroying the crops in plantation with their farms, with their animals, they also go about and killing the farmers, burning down villages, destroying villages. So, Buhari is the cause of food crisis we are experiencing right now in Nigeria, because under his administration, Fulani were let on loose. They were let loose to begin to kill all around the country. They destroy every farmland, destroy every community. Nobody was able to go to farm and farm. That's what caused the last debate to massive cost of food material, food supply in Nigeria. So I agree with that statement that food crisis was a result of Buhari's bad security system. Worst security situation that came from his government, because under his government, Fulani herdsmen were let on loose. They were let loose. They ransacked every part of community of the whole Nigeria. They killed people in their farmland, destroy farmland, and set villages ablaze, destroy everything you can think of. So there is responsible for it. Why not for that condition situation? There will be food crisis in Nigeria. The cause of food crisis will not come. So that's Buhari should be held for it.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
I'm Salajide OJ. Okay, I want to say good morning to Dr. Ukwoji, where you are. May God bless you in Jesus' name, and all our viewers on Flute TV who have blessed us up to this time, up to this time. May the Almighty God bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.
So Mr. Lagide is done. Let me have Mr. Chinedu this morning. No, you are available. Mr. Chinedu then Pastor Evangelist Ben then Ojuku, like he came. Good morning to you, Mr. Chinedu, this morning. Please come close to the mic.
Good morning.
Sharia will ignite war in Southwest. Chief Imam of Yoruba land has said that. What are your opinions this morning about that? It's on the front pages of the Vanguard newspaper.
It's something that they are trying to tell that it will be difficult for such thing to have a very deep roots in Yoruba land. But I can tell you that Sharia.
King Joe Ogba, I'm coming. King Joe Ogba, my man Riwan. Good morning, and everyone around. King Joe Ogba.
Good morning, King Joe. Good morning. That everyone, that there is going to be an issue when it finally been implemented. And you know that the Sultan of Sokoto have already set up a committee for the implementation of Sharia law in Southwest. The Imam is just trying to tell you that he is going to bring crisis, because likely we might experience clashes of religion in Southwest, and from there it might lead to a very serious chaos that it might result to a kind of Muslim Christian fracas in Southwest. So I think they should actually tread softly, because this is a case of religion, and it's very how would I put it, dicey, or how would I put it, is delicate, because it can it can bring down, a whole nation and destroy people, in that direction. So I think the Imam is online, and I think when you talk about Imam is also a Muslim.
Yes.
They should
Muslim
allow.
leader.
Yes, the Yorubas are not too comfortable with the issue that has to do with Sharia. That's the truth. But I can say in honest truth that they should allow the Yorubas practice their own type of Islam the way they want it. As simple as that.
Let's go to this fact. Kanu's release will bring peace is here in Southeast. That is Rev's panel. They've done their investigation. They say that the release of Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace. What are your opinions about that this morning?
Of course, release of Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Nobody should force him to sign anything that is against his will, his rights. I think what the pressure that you are seeing on Nnamdi Kanu is wholly a federal government factor. They are trying to put more pressure on him, cajole him, depress him, so that you were able to, submit to their own line of thought and will. And of course, we don't think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to toe that line at the end of the day. And that's one of the reasons why maybe he's still in that custody. We believe because Nnamdi Kanu represents the Igbo consciousness now. He represents the Igbos, and he's seeking for a better deal for his people. And that is what it is. Nnamdi Kanu's presence will automatically change the narrative of insecurity challenges that has been on in the eastern part of the country for a very long time. The system themselves created it. They knew who Nnamdi Kanu was. They know that Nnamdi Kanu commands a lot of influence. They know that the people, the Igbos, and other ethnic nationalities within the Biafran nation love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they believe in him. So any form of conquest, I don't know how I want to put it, any form of intimidation, any form of trying to put him in a very tight corner, I can tell you, people will revolt. And this stage you are seeing in Southeast currently as a result of insecurity is a symbol of protest that what is being done in the eastern part of the country is something that is not okay. So people are protesting in whichever way they can to send a signal to the federal government that what is being done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is purely illegal and injustice. And his presence will bring peace. Yeah, I believe his presence will bring peace because, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become law and order to so many people. He commands and he controls. And the people love him because of his resilient spirit and his peaceful way of, trying to get the world to buy into the Biafran agenda. That is it.
So because I'm looking at this news. National Assembly, they want to create 31 new states. And ex-National Assembly members and groups fought Ref 31 new state proposal. Even the old states are not viable. What are your opinions about that?
Okay, they should not waste anybody's time. I don't want to talk about that because I'm not going to buy into that kind of rubbish. The ones that we have are not functioning. We have local governments, almost 700 and something to 800 local governments in Nigeria. How functional are they? Let those ones function first. Let us see them function before they begin to talk about, they're just looking for a way to loot money. I think that's what they're looking for, a way, anything. Because if they don't come up with this kind of kangaroo proposals here and there, they will not have a means of, dipping their hearts at the national purse to loot. This is just looting. They want to loot. You understand? What is ideal for now to do is to allow the eastern part of the country, create 2 states in the eastern part. Igbos are the major ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. They deserve up to 6-7 states. And that is the truth. But they're coming up with this kind of a thing, and at the end of the day, they not still maintain some level of influence given the numbers, because if you are talking about creating states, they are still going to create more states in the north. And what we are trying to say is that the north have more states and they are not putting anything on the table. Those that have few states are the ones struggling to keep Nigerian economy working. So I don't not subscribe to that at all, and I will not subscribe to it. Thank you.
Bad news in Nigeria again. So that French price hike looms as MPA plus 15% tariff. What are your opinions about that?
Well, let me tell you, it's a very simple thing. The economy has been jeopardized as a result of the policies we found ourselves under Tinubu's administration. So there's going to be a struggle economically by companies, by government agencies, by so many organizations to be able to meet up with the present policies of the federal government. And for them to actually meet up, they need to increase whatever that is the cost to be able to stay in business. And that is the reason why you see everything the way it is now currently.
Now, to my personal question, I wanted to ask you the other time. God has given us everything we need as Nigerians, but do you think that our Nigerian resources has it been a form of blessing or a curse to Nigeria, especially the oil in Nigeria?
There is a system that make it look like if it's a cause. It's not a cause. The leadership make it look as if it is not worth it. But once those resources fall into the hands of a better, good leaders, then you begin to see the transformation and the joy of having such resources that was naturally deposited in Nigeria. The politicians themselves are the one making it look as if it's not worthwhile. But I can tell you in honest truth, it's a gift, it's a natural gift, and it is worth it.
Okay, Mr. Chinedu, thank you so much for coming. Evangelist Benjamin Eze Sinachi.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir, Evangelist Ben.
Good morning, Uncle Joe, the big boys. Good morning, Abba Ike, the big boss. Good morning, Ukwaji, the big boss. And good morning, Omodua, the big boss. Good morning. In fact, every one of you, good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, you people make us to stand here. Now, you make the things that happen. May God bless you now.
Pastor.
Member.
Okay. Where do we even start from this morning?
You can start anywhere.
There's no really
Thank God that God has given us life.
Okay, because there's no really good news in Nigeria, but thank God for life.
Is there any time that Nigeria have good news?
Okay, let's start.
Nothing good will ever happen for this country.
Daily Trust says how Army General was abducted in Katsina. Man, 2 wives, children,
Army General.
Army General.
Army General.
Over 100 gunmen involved in attack.
Was what? Kidnapped.
Yes.
Was kidnapped.
Yes.
If Army General is being kidnapped in Nigeria, Otito no ni. Yoruba go say Otito. It don't finish be that now. If a whole Army General, the man who stand to secure your life and property, who even is a major power to handle gun, could not defend himself at the point of adoption by illegal entity, that means Nigeria is a mess. You see why I always say something that it is the high time that every citizen of this country has to handle gun, whether small one or the big one. You understand? No, the truth must be said. And I love speaking the truth. I know that here we don't like hearing that truth. I will continue to say it.
Now
Because
this is the news.
if a whole
How Army General was abducted in Katsina State, the Daily Trust newspaper. Man, two actually among victims, over 100 gunmen involved them in the attack. Oh, yeah,
now listen, remember that Army General, do you know what it means to become a general? Do you know what it means to become a general? Do you know how many battalions the man is commanding, controlling in the military? But today, he was adopted, that is kidnapped. There is a serious problem, my brothers. Nigeria need to, in fact, Nigeria need to do something. Nigerians too need to do something. Let's not depend on these people called security personnel, or depend on these people, our politicians, the government. We need to rise up and do something. What am I actually saying? What am I saying? If a whole general of this level could be kidnapped, then who are me? Who am I and who are you? Who am I? Who are
Madrid,
you?
Mr. Olusegun Victor. Good morning. The fear of mass in the beginning of wisdom for Southeast governors, Adije Longi. Nigeria inflation rate 30.4%. Anthony Onos Cooper, the APC has nothing good to give Nigeria. My God is asking which Buhari, the dead one or the new? Okay, United Kingdom inflation rate is 5.4%. There are 812 local governments in Nigeria, 812 governments in Nigeria, but there are 774 local governments in Nigeria. That's Victor Ajile. My God, if the new boy claim, let him prove himself as MNK is there in custody. Mr. Sudoka was greeting Mr. Iwan and them Martin Edu. I love it. God bless you. We are glad to have you this morning.
God bless
Click
you.
on that like button. Let's have conversation. Sudoka was saying that good morning to Evangelist Ben.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Sudoka was greeting you. Someone said Buhari cannot speak his mother tongue. I call him Buhari. That's not the shame. My man Iwan, Tinubu is not going to release MNK because of his tribal bigotry, and Tinubu is very happy with insecurity in Southeast. So people begging Tinubu are wasting their time. King George by saying that we go to that Nigeria is finished. Oh, God have mercy. That's why I'm from Saturday Okafor. Buhari and Tinubu are one because Tinubu said to Nigeria that he will continue where Buhari stop.
Exactly.
Nigeria limited. King George by is very correct. They are wasting their time. Occasion of the new state, the one that we have, what impact are they have to the people? Today I will say that the Nigerian Army General was kidnapped by those criminal terrorists. Continue. Let's have question.
You know, as I was saying, if a general could suffer this kind of embarrassment in a country like Nigeria, that means the civilians should stand up and do what is right. Don't wait. Don't do what? Don't wait. Nigeria is no more safe. Nigeria is no more a safer place. It's not a place to relax any longer. Are you hearing me? These people have actually outlined everything concerning this country. By fire, by force, you must succumb to them. That is the mission. And that is the music they are playing now. That is to tell you that even, yes, now the Fulanis, that is, and the agenda of Islamization. And with this now, it has shown to you and I that even you, the common man in the street, you don't have a say. You don't have a say because general cannot just walk alone. He moves with arms and he moves with the boys. Where are the boys? Where are those arms of self-defense that they may call it? But they will come to you and I, they will show muscle. Don't you see that I'm a general? Oh, yeah. But when they see their mate, now that is where they're supposed to prove their generality. You see them lacking. You see them missing it. You see them messing up. Look at the embarrassment. Don't you know that it is a state or national embarrassment to say that those kidnappers kidnap a whole army? Army. What I'm talking about is army. Army what? Army general. Army general to be kidnapped. It is a completely mess. And a whole army general. Do you know? Do you know the impression of this thing in international bodies? Do you know the what this thing is? The impression of this thing?
Evangelist Benjamin Ezesinati, King Joe Ogba is greeting you.
Good morning, sir. The big boss. Do you understand? Do you know what? It is a very big slap. A very big slap. And in Nigeria as a nation, it is a very big slap to Nigeria as a nation. A very big slap to security in Nigeria. It's a very big slap to all the uniformed men in the country. Not just in the country, even in the continent. Do you know why I say in the African continent? Because there is a saying that Nigeria is the giant of Africa.
But do you believe that Nigeria is truly the giant of Africa? Do you believe? Are you of that opinion?
I said no because of what has happened. This is an evidence of, that disqualification that Nigeria is not up to. They don't qualify to be the giant of Africa. You understand? They are just answering it as a name or bearing it as a logo. They are not that giant. Because how can a giant, your general?
Sharia law will ignite war in Southwest. Chief Imam of Yoruba Land said that. Do you agree with him?
In Southwest?
That Sharia law will bring war. Yes.
In what ground?
That Sharia law will ignite war in Southwest. I mean, that means if they pass that law, it will bring war in Southwest. According to Chief Imam of Yoruba Land.
God bless you. The best thing, I give God the glory. If himself that is speaking this now will stand. No, not being a Muslim. I'm not talking about religion now. What I'm talking about as personality, principle. I'm talking about integrity. I'm talking about discipline. Are you getting it? Can he stand his ground even when money passes his front? Even when money comes before him, will he stand on his ground and say no to that money and embrace integrity? That is the question. Not by saying, it's by acting, it's by standing to defend what you have said. Because that is another thing. You are like me now that is saying Biafra. Maybe, for example, now I'm answering Biafran evangelist. Then now come, Nigeria come now, I will offer you 20 billion, of which I never see that money before. Will I still look at my integrity and stand? Or will I look at that money and digress? That is the thing. That is my point. So the imam in the West here that is saying is going to bring problem. My question is this. If pastors pass your front, if Ghana must go, make movement, maybe by mistake or not by mistake, by normal in your front, are you not going to twist your tongue? Are you not going to change it? Are you going to stand with your principle, integrity, discipline, and determination? You see why I respect people like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know how much? Do you know the offer they have given to him to drop the agitation, which he stand and said no, that makes him to remain where he is today? Are you hearing me? So that is the kind of people we want in this country. That is the kind of people I am looking up to see in Yoruba axis, in Yoruba land, this West. That is the kind of people I want to see, irrespective of whosoever that is in power, whosoever that comes with that money. This is what I've decided. This is what I am standing on. Even if it will take my life.
Mr. Godson, off to work. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, Mr. Godson.
God bless you.
Good morning, Free TV Akil Ramsey Ezigbo. Tunde Okafor has greeted you this morning.
Tunde Okafor, God bless you, sir.
Tunde Okafor said that you are correct in your insecurity analysis. The last topic for today to you, I'm looking at my time, weather and everything.
Okay.
According to the Nation Vanguard this morning, said that Reps panel says Kanu's release will bring peace this I've showed our viewers from the Vanguard News. Do you agree with the rest panel who said that?
Of course. Of course. Freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a solution to peace. Why did I say this? Nnamdi Kanu cannot force you, but he will give you a word that you go home and sleep over. And when you wake up the next morning, you have a rethink. And that word will be an educative word that will give you a sleepless night. You will think of it till day's break. And when you wake up, you will have salvation, serious deliverance from your mind. And you will not continue carrying out evil. You understand me? So these people, why they don't want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release, I'm talking about those politicians, is because they are making money from it. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release will stop that channel of their income. You don't need to use gun. You don't use gun, to tell people to surrender or to force people to abide. No, there are some senses, word you will give a man. That man will be restless all the days of his life. And it's that kind of word is in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So he don't need to carry gun to go and tell those boys, stop carrying out this evil. You know how to address it. When they come out and address that issue, nobody will tell them they will hands off and they will surrender. They will not join those politicians to continue with that evil. You see why the politician doesn't want his release. But we, you, all of us here want his release because through him we will get that peace that we are crying for. Because the killing, the marginalization, intimidation, look at what happened even in Ebonyi State on Sunday. You understand? All these things will stop.
Okay, Benjamin, thank you so much for coming.
God bless you.
And have a lovely day ahead. Mr. Rav is on his way, turn by turn, it's his turn. Good morning to you, Mr. Rav. You're supposed to be here. Come now, let me have a question. Good morning to you, Mr. Rav, this morning.
Good morning, everyone. And good morning, viewers, all of you. You are highly cherished. You are our esteemed viewers. Because of you, we are here every morning to sensitize you on Nigerian political, happenings. You are all welcome.
Muhammadu Buhari said, Nigeria was far better under me than any other previous. I don't know. I'm having you on that. There's a reason on that. What are the opinions about that statement from Muhammadu Buhari?
Rewan, anybody can talk, and the reason why the question is not new to me was, yesterday. It was yesterday. I saw it on Phoenix breaking news, and I know what I wrote on the comment section. I did not hide my feeling there. I read it. On social media, Buhari is boasting of bringing hellfire to Nigeria. Hell was let loose by Buhari administration. I read, it was during Buhari regime that banditry was introduced into this country. It was during Buhari regime that Boko Haram ever, killed many Nigerians more than ever in the previous administration. It was during Buhari regime that Fulani headers went on rampage, killing galore, disaliving people across southeast, southwest, northeast, mid-belt, everywhere in Nigeria. Buhari regime introduced Fulani headers terrorism into this country. It was during Buhari regime that ISIS, that's ASWAP, the whole terrorist group across Middle East Europe, across Africa, I call them Al-Shabaab, Islamist extremists in Algeria, ISIL from Afghanistan, all of them, they came together and brought many terrorist platforms. Is an introduction during, Buhari regime by all the terror group. Al-Shabaab attacked here, joined together with Boko Haram. They attacked Nigerians, and they are still attacking Nigeria. It is during Buhari regime that Naira was rebranded or discolored. They introduced another pigmentation on our what? Currency. Changing color of the whole currency. It was during Buhari regime that when you have money, you go to bank will tell you to shut up and go back, that the money does not belong to you, it belongs to them. They have the prerogative to give you a certain amount in the bank, and their money is there. It was during Buhari regime that many things that have never happened before in the history of this country started unfolding, happening, and we are all subjected to that kind of sufferings, pains, war. It escalated during Buhari regime that nobody has rights anymore. It's only Fulani. It was Buhari that altered the formula we were using before in Nigeria. Do you know the formula I mean? Federal characterization, federal character. Based on appointment. You appoint Yoruba, you appoint Igbo, you mix it up. Tinubu gave 96 political positions to Fulani, people from Fulani extraction, and nobody was talking. It was during Buhari regime that snake stole money, swallow money. It was during Buhari regime that monkey grabbed bundle of money in billions and jumped from the window and escaped into the bush. A certificateless president whose WAEC attestation was faulted by Liberia. All the West African countries or councils that make up WAEC. WAEC meaning the whole West Africa. WAEC is not only for Nigeria, and most of you doesn't know that Ghana is among, Australia, Liberia is among, Sierra Leone, Togo, Benin Republic.
Tundo
Okafo, my brother, good morning. Good morning, all of you. Tundo Okafo. Buhari is trying to tell us that his regime is the best.
Mr. Rabi, the point.
Jesus Christ. What? See,
106 online, 24 likes. That's very poor. 106 online, 24 likes. So kindly click on that like button. Let's have this conversation. Buhari has said, I've read it the other time, my government improved Nigeria's economy and security significantly. That they met Nigeria in a very bad shape, but his government made sure that Nigeria were headed in the right direction.
I wrote on the comment section when I read what Buhari is saying, this topic we are treating. You know what I wrote on the comment section? The man, the worst president Nigeria has ever had, and he has what? Chartered Guinness Book of Record. The worst president in the world. A president without certificate. When Robert Mugabe come here, we were hosting AU what? Member Nations meeting or summit. Mugabe is a man I know that is having 8 to 12 master's degree. He was a lecturer in Accra, Ghana, Accra University when he was invited in 1980-81 to fight for what? Zimbabwe independence. And since 1981, Robert Mugabe remained their president for how many years? He yabos. He cast joke at Nigeria that your president is an illiterate. How could a big country like Nigeria have Tinubu? Tinubu, no be you. Buhari as a president. How could a big country like you have Buhari as a president? A president without certificate. A president without GCE certificate. A president that nobody could know where he attended primary schools. Yet, he has the audacity, the effrontery, the impetus to be telling us that his administration was better than Obasanjo administration, Yar'Adua, Jonathan, and so on and so forth. He is supposed to be arrested wherever he is now. He's a liar. He's a man that has started these political deceptions. He deceived us into accepting OIC, Organization of Islamic Congress. He deceived us into almost accepting ruralization, a situation whereby there will be cattle colonies all over Nigeria. He deceived us into believing that federal character belongs to them. That's why he appointed only Fulanis in the various political, positions, offices in Nigeria up to the tune of 96 to 100. And now the Fulanis are crying that Tinubu is giving only Yoruba. Was it not Buhari that started it? You don't need to blame him. Anybody that gets to that office of Asurok must make sure that all his kinsmen, all his tribesmen will be fielded all over the federal offices.
But Obasanjo didn't do that.
Obasanjo did not do that. And Jonathan did not do that. That is what the man introduced into this system today. And after doing that, Buhari absconded into Niger, to his mansion where he built refinery for Niger Republic, and nobody is probing him today. Oga, Nigerians, his wife absconded into Dubai for how many years? During his own regime, his wife ran away. Why did Buhari's wife absconded or run away? You know what? They were saying that it wasn't he. See, he introduced into this system a situation whereby Mr. President is disallowed or demised. Another person will replace him. They will clone another person, and he successfully ruled Nigeria for 6 years. I think Buhari, maybe he was speaking from the beyond, or the current one. What do you call that one? Ibrahim from Niger. And there's another one from Sudan. Who could remember his name for me? Jubril from Sudan. Many Buhari come, some fat like Babangida, some day as fat, some Conde as fat of Marwa.
I'm coming. Let me read some comments first.
Yes.
Ramzi Ezigo said, Mr. Ladewale started said, how about the Janjaweed? Ramzi Ezigo said, Mr. Raf is eating the point. And Sudan said that Buhari destroyed Nigeria economically,
yes,
socially and politically with impunity.
Yes.
Mr. Olusegun Victor, my regards to Raf, I love his confidence. Asian Water, Liverpool, good morning all. Good morning, Mr. Asian Water.
Good morning.
As you are coming, like.
Yeah.
Click on that like button. Sunday Mbeyi, good morning, Fritzy. Good morning, Mr. Raf.
Good morning
Mr. Sunday Mbeyi, click on that like button, drop your comment.
Good morning to you.
Asian Water said that there's nothing called Nigeria. Client TV said that Mr. Raf is always on point. Mr.
Always welcome.
Kudos, Mr. Raf. More good to the elbows from Mr. Peter from Mozambique. And Nigeria are making mockery, or Nigerian leaders are making mockery of our citizens. Sorry, Mr. Raf, there are so many uncertified Agbero leadership and President Mr. Ola. I know. Yes, Mr. Ola. Cyril Ezi said that Mr. Raf is always on point.
Thank you.
Let's go to this. Do you believe in that conspiracy that there may be? That somebody said it's not only one Buhari, one is another Jubril. There's a conspiracy.
Ibrahim.
Do you believe in that? But Buhari said nothing. That I'm still the same person. But somebody said one is fat, one can be so yellow, one can be so. You understand?
We observe it on the front page of newspaper. Each and every time they bring his portrait on the headlines, we see one that resembles Marwa. There was another one that resembles Babangida. There's another one that is tall, slim. That one, Jubril from Sudan. See, Nnamdi Kanu is not God, I believe, but it is hardly Kanu lies. It is hardly you believe that Kanu lies. Then the state of Buhari's health when he was elected in 2015, you will actually know that Buhari will not last. And actually, he died in the UK.
We have to be very careful.
Ogano.
What I'm saying is that
he died in the UK. They cloned him. Britain knows what I'm saying. American Secret Service Agency, CIA, they know what I'm saying. There are people, many of them, politicians in Nigeria, that actually knew that Buhari was not the one.
No, what I'm saying is
and when his regime expired in 2023, Joe Biden came out to tell the whole world that it was only in Nigeria that a dead man ruled for 6 years.
What I'm saying is that the news has not been substantiated, so we cannot say
he was using left hand. Buhari, I know, was a lefty, and all of a sudden he started using right perfectly. Buhari, I know, was taller than Ahmed Saraki. All of a sudden, Ahmed Saraki became taller than him. Buhari, I know, has mark here. All of a sudden, the mark disappeared. Buhari, I know, can at least mutter small English. All of a sudden, he turned out to be the kind of Fulani headers that migrated from Senegambia that could not even speak a single English. Buhari, I know, can still mount podium or pulpit and address Nigerians. All of a sudden, they turn him into animated computer image when he's making national broadcast. They will use computer, construct Nigerian flag. Nigerian flag will be doing like this. Someone will be doing mouth like this.
Good morning.
And the Buhari will be talking.
Okay, Kinjo Ogba. Good morning to you, my man, Raf Ngbechi.
Yeah, Kinjo Ogba, my man. Good morning.
Now, that Buhari is from Niger Republic. This is Mr. It's direct that you have confidence and I like them. So I was saying that you have, that's his opinion.
Yes.
He said that you have confidence and he likes your confidence. May God punish him. He just wanted that may God punish Buhari, okay, for making such comments. But let's go to the issue of I'm looking at the Vanguard. It says this morning Sharia law or Sharia will reignite war in Southwest. Chief Imam of Yoruba land is making that statement. Do you agree with him?
I agree with him. I go agree with him tomorrow. And they agree with that imam. Why? Sokoto Muslims can never allow that Yoruba head of imam in Yoruba land to preside over someone in Abuja, in Kano, where they are watching in Lagos here. It is an imam from Muchi, Idioro. They will invite him and they must be a Fulani imam or Alpha. They don't allow Yoruba imam and Alpha to preside over someone. The same Muslim in the mosque. This imam from Yoruba land that is speaking from the heart. He is aggrieved over instruction by one kind sultana from Sokoto. We give instruction for a Sharia law to be what? Installed in southwestern Nigeria, so that all of us will be dancing Egu Fulani, Egu Fulani. The Sadano of Sokoto is not allowed to exercise his divine right because he's a king. Divine right of the king. Divine right of Sadano of Sokoto should not be extended outside Sokoto domain into southeast, into southwest and south-south. Now, Papa get to Nigeria. Why are you people telling me to be very decisive on using my word? How could somebody live in his own compound? He will now be coming to my father's compound and be telling me what to do, and not even telling me something. He was detecting to me. Sokoto Caliphate want to circulate all around Nigeria so that Biafra coastal line, there will be mighty mosques all over Biafra coastal line where they will do what? Fulfill their ideology or teachings or beliefs by Ottoman Dan Fodio. He said he's gonna draw his sword into Atlantic Ocean. He was boasting as if he is God. Yet, Atta of Igala is stronger than he. Atta of Igala ended his conquests on the axis of mid-belt. He could not allow him to come down to Igbo land where we would have using the jihadists for suya. Igbos are warriors. Let me tell you, the expansion of Fulani conquest ended only in the North. It could not come down to southeastern Nigeria. We are warriors living in the bush then, and you can't ever grab Igbo man's land. It took British 60 years to prevail on Igbo man. And for us to believe Britain, we know we fought it and actually understand that it is only by Bible. That's why we allowed Britain. And now, Sadano Sokoto has succeeded on building the biggest mosque in Nigeria at Afikpo, because Umahi want to rule Nigeria. Umahi was a governor then. Umahi allowed biggest mosque in Nigeria at Afikpo so that Umahi would be given the prerogative, the vote that Nigerians needed, yes, to make him a president.
Okay.
And he allowed Islamic University, is it Arabic University and Arabic Bank, free loan were granted to the Ebonyi state indigents to train their children. They lure Ebonyi state indigents because of long throat. They see them as poor Igbos. That's why they use that to at least deceive them. And today, Igbo man, Tofiakwa, we are having Alhaji Emeka and Alhaji Uchenna in Ebonyi state. It is an abominable act. Sadano Sokoto should mind his business. See, I have my rights. I serve my God. I follow Christian laws, rules and regulations. I don't disallow or demise people because of what I believe. They believe on their own. Traditionally, there are pagans and the traditional worshippers in Yoruba land. You don't need to force Yorubas to go into what they don't believe. And we have our traditional laws in Igbo land. There are traditional laws. You can't come to Igbo land and use hitchbar. Policemen, where they wear obenigolo, trousers that only end up on the knee. Taliban police to implement such, let me say, wicked laws, rules and regulations in the southwest. I'm not becoming the mouthpiece of the Yorubas this time around, because they should go and actually seal the top. The agreement they had with Osman Dan Fodio 200 years ago. I am the mouthpiece of the Igbos. Sadano Sokoto is not needed in Igbo land. He should implement Hichiba law, Sharia law, whatever they call it in knots.
Okay, thanks so much for coming, sir, Mr. Raf, this morning. Let me have Mr. David. I'm looking at my time, maybe Pastor. Okay. Good morning, Mr. David. Good morning, Mr. David.
What is good about the money?
I said, let me repeat again. Good morning, Mr. David.
I heard you loud and clear. That's why I'm asking you. What is good about the money?
No, we must be happy that we are alive.
We are happy that we are alive. But is there anything good about the money?
Okay.
When every day you reach out, when your phone is on, you hear a whole lot of stories, devastating stories.
Okay, let me start from there. Is there any good news in Nigeria? Let me give an example. One of our viewers said on Wednesday, say, you know what? They always like to read bad news. You don't like Nigeria. And I said, okay, I will look for good news. So yesterday, I woke up around 3 a.m. searching for good news. Up until I came here by 8 o'clock, no good news. Today morning, I woke up by 4 a.m. Today. Now, no good news. So let me ask you, have you seen any good news in Nigeria for the past 48 hours?
Even for the past 72 hours, there has always been a devastating news, from one conflict to another conflict, from one disheartening stories to the other disheartening stories. Yesterday, I was so upset with myself that President Muhammadu Buhari, just like what you said.
So let me read it. Maybe that's a good news. Maybe that will be a good news to all Nigerians. Muhammadu Buhari said, maybe this one is the good news. Said security and economy improved significantly under me. Maybe that's a good news for Nigeria? Do you agree?
Mr. Williman, I don't know what gave Buhari that impetus to come to tell Nigerians that security, economy, and all sorts of things increased under his watch as the president of the country. A character like Buhari, because now, Nigeria is now a country where the present leaders and the former leaders make mockery of themselves. How do I mean by? Tinubu dragged IBJ to testify about the Mambila power plant in France. He dragged Buhari too to testify. Now, Buhari is now seeing that as an enmity, as an hatred too. For him to have come out to say that economy has improved, that under him, his own, while he was the president, it was far, far better compared to when Tinubu was the president. What a statement from Buhari. We are Nigerians. I'm not trying to justify both Tinubu and then Buhari. They are all clueless in terms of economy. Under Buhari, we saw how Buhari was always borrowing. Nothing changed. He got to a stage, our economy went to recession twice under Buhari. Economy went to recession twice. She na good thing with that. Na good thing with that under a president. Our naira depreciated under Buhari. Naira lost its value.
Cashless.
Under Buhari made us to we were paying just to get cash. Just because of one stupid policy. If not that Nigeria is not a state that democracy thrives, a character like Buhari ought to be in Kirikiri, whereby prison warder will be flogging him every morning by 6 a.m. Come on, leave that nonsense, former leader. Buhari ought to be in Kirikiri prison as early as 6 a.m. Yeah. All the prison warder will call him Buhari and list all the and then list of the.
Now a question is coming from. Okay,
I don't. There are some things I don't argue about.
Okay.
And then you come out and then you list Buhari's atrocities. Unemployment, you flog him. Inflation, you flog him. What is the difference between Buhari and then cashless, you flog him. COVID-19, you flog him.
Kept us home.
Unemployment, you flog him. A man who kept us hungry. a man that gave loans to the Fulani, and now where is the loan? And then even the loan he gave to the farmers told him that they used the money to get for them to marry third wives, and there's no person the president could what arrest under his watch. People were diverting money, public funds, and now he's not coming to the media to tell us how he saved Nigeria economy. Mr. Biliman, is that not the highest mockery? Is that not the highest mockery in Nigeria? Even if you were the president, I am sure Nigeria will not go into recession under your watch. Twice! Went to IMF, borrow. IMF will tell you the value naira, you will accept. You go to China, you borrow. You borrow the hell out of the daylight of Nigerians. Nigerians are now paying the debt of it. I'm not saying Tinubu too has come to throw on the same path as today. Our debt profile is now about 1.something trillion naira. 100 and something, I think 116 trillion. And now he's coming out to tell, and now he's not coming out to tell Nigerians a very cooked and bull story. What sort of nonsense? If you own a company, you employ Buhari to manage that company. Buhari will take the company into recession because he lacks that managerial skill.
Now let me ask you. Now let's talk about this. How did Buhari convince? This is a normal question. How did Buhari convince Nigeria to vote for somebody like that? That ordinarily, if Buhari was to be a man, will Nigeria? Because like I always tell Nigerians, try to vote for somebody. Think that if I have a company, can I employ this person as a manager? Now, how did you think Buhari convinced Nigeria to vote for him? Because
Buhari did not convince anybody.
And then how did then people vote for him?
You know this propaganda that Buhari has integrity. Buhari during the campaign, Chief Imam was telling in this Oluwole, he was selling cash card, saying that Buhari has integrity, Buhari does not steal, Buhari all sorts of propaganda. Mr. Biliman, was Nigerians' life, our life was worse off under Buhari. Compare. If at the time Jonathan left office, we had a candidate like Peter Obi, people who had foresight, even if Jonathan had continued, Nigeria will not get to this stage now.
At all.
Because Jonathan want Nigerians, that you pay for it.
You will take us.
Because see, I want to. Because if not for the issue of that, see, one thing that can kill a nation is the high level of illiteracy. That has been a major impediment. You saw what happened. Trump that wants to become the president. No, during the election period in the US, Trump no go campaign. Sorry, debate. He no go debate. I dey ask you now.
No, we all saw him. We saw him.
Trump was at the debate venue. Kamala Harris too was at the debate, dishing out what their plans to do for the citizens. Buhari no attend one. Tinubu no go one. Tomorrow you not a debate no matter. Which one be say debate no matter? Because that is where you would able to convince the people, sell your policies, sell your ideas to the people that this is what I intend to do. But Nigeria, as far as you are from the north,
David is looking good this morning. He has joined politics. Mr. David is looking. That's for the circle. Good morning.
David is looking
like,
good.
Mr. David is looking more and more like a senator. Adije Elonge. Surely David must have an Igbo blood in him. Surely David must have Igbo blood in him. He's looking good, bro. Adije Elonge. So that Mr. Tudaka said Buhari and Tinubu are the greatest enemies of Nigeria. Oladewale said, Baba said, economic saboteurs and graduates.
Mr. Biliman.
Yes.
Mr. Biliman, now this is our time for us to look good because we want them not to vote for Agbado, cassava and wakon. Even the agbado now you cannot buy it. Even the agbado you cannot buy it. We want them. So now it is not that we have all to ourselves, but God has been so faithful. Because now when there's a casting down, the righteous would always be saying there is a lifting up. So we will want them say no vote here, no vote here. They tag us enemy of the country, say na Igbo wan spoil country, na Igbo no like Nigeria. So now when God has been so faithful to us, let us look good so that when they are crying that Tinubu has destroyed the economy, we will say we want them. So this is the state of it, that in a country a person like Buhari. Now look at what Buhari is saying. Last week, Buhari said he's feeding from the house rent. Buhari said he used to feed from the one house, from the house rent he used to collect.
He still said that's a native.
In Daura, why is it only one house? Before Daura.
Former president, former military state, former PTF chairman.
Buhari is not telling Nigerians that say na only the house rent, na only the house wey before Daura one house. Na he use the fee. If not for anything, that statement alone, EFCC no suppose pick am up with immediate effect.
Let's be closing this morning.
Mr. Biliwan, someone say me that see, Nigeria as a system would never work.
Yes.
No matter the amount of prayer you do, Nigeria as a country would not work. You like go to mountain olive and pray your life. Nuru Ribadu, when Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State, what did Nuru Ribadu say to Tinubu? He tagged him a corrupt man. Now Nuru Ribadu said he has never for one day called Tinubu corrupt politician, because Tinubu gave him the NSA. Is that the NSA? National Security Advisor. You see politicians, and now they are fact online that you Ribadu in 2006. This was what you said. This man is not saying Tinubu was never corrupt in his life.
Hey.
Now let's close them. Finally, just close on this. Reps panel are saying on the front of the Vanguard newspaper that Kanu's release will bring peace. Reps panel, do you agree with them in 1 minute? Kanu's release will bring peace. Reps panel.
Mr. Biliwan, before I give more analysis on that, let me just speak on this. On the issue of additional state creation. You see that we have jobless lawmakers, people who have foresight. They are proposing to create additional 31 states. You see, it is say today Nigeria is supposed to wake up one morning, go to National Assembly, and then close that place temporarily, and turn that place into what? A psychiatric home.
Psychiatric home?
Yes. I think there should be psychiatric doctors. They have to be there to run check on people who claim to be leaders of the country. Yes. Mr. Biliwan, we need people. I am advocating for doctors to go to National Assembly and then carry out tests on a brain test on our lawmakers and see if truly these men they are normal, because nobody in their right sense we don't wake up one day and say you are proposing to create additional 31 states more. 31 plus 36.
But the states that we have are they viable now, Mr. David?
Mr. 31 plus is 36. How many be that?
31 plus 70. No, 67.
36 plus 31.
That's 67.
So Nigeria will now have 67 states.
I'm even asking the one that we have now.
The one where we get, you know. Mr. Biliwan, I say, Mr. Biliwan, Nigeria, don't wake up. Nigeria, I don't want to talk again, because if I talk, people don't see that. You see, it's an avenue to create more money to themselves. It is an avenue to expand their own income. Because this is not the time.
Good. I was going to say, I didn't know God bless you. Like, say, Kunle said yesterday that Mr. David is collecting something from APC. As they walk on yesterday, I collect something from APC. Sunday, Mr. Kule, yes, he was yesterday. They said that APC may be paying you. Mr. Kule said it. So, well, what do you say about that?
APC is paying me, and I'm come here to now no,
confusion.
for me to now condemn their government, criticize them. If APC pay me, I will not be here now. You don't know where people there they pay. They go to the office now. If APC give me appointment today, I will come here and I'll defend them. Yes, now my work today. Let me get an essay either to the local government chairman. Let me get and then essay. Let the government give me an appointment or about an essay and see if I'm not coming and then defend him. APC is paying me and I'm coming to criticize their government. You see, I have told you that in the last local government election, and then let me make this clear. The local government chairman of my local government, if I could tell you, consulted us because we believed in his ideology. A young man who decamped from one party to another party. So we worked with him for him to become the local government chairman. We campaign vigorously because we have been doing it right from university days. We know they do haluta. We campaign for that. So when he came into office, his own vision did not align with what he promised us, and I left. I stand. So now coming out to say APC pay me, if he's pay me, I will not come here countless times on this platform. I have condemned our local government chairman policies. The man became local government chairman since when? While he had only 2 wives. But now he has 5 wives. Say that person will come. He says that kind of person I will come and then he plays on. He has bought land in avenues and clinics around Ibajuleki. So I will come out here and then I still condemn him. I am not an hypocrite that I will say something that is wrong because you want to give me money. How much you want to give me? If you feed me. So forget about APC or no APC. Okay. Thank you for having me.
Pastor is coming here. No, it's more than 20 minutes. I know. Pastor, good morning. Pastor will be here the next time. But like I said, I have 160 people online, just 33 man beings like. Out of 160, that's very poor. Let them kindly click on like button. 160 people online, just 33 likes. Please click on like button, share, let people come in. Pastor Matthew is here. Good morning, Pastor Matthew.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
Let's start from Buhari. Buhari is saying to you that economy has improved, or economic improved significantly under him, and the Nigerian security was far better under his government than the government that he met previously. Do you agree with former President Muhammadu Buhari on that?
I think Tinubu should react, but I totally disagree with him because it was under his watch that insecurity escalated in the north. And it was even disappointing that as a war veteran, as a former military head of state, he could not address insecurity. Because everybody believed that if Buhari is not able to do any other thing, at least that area of insecurity that he ought to have been able to address. But unfortunately, after 8 years, he failed woefully in that area. So for me, I don't know why he should be saying that. Was it not here the other day I was saying that even with Buhari's credential as a former military head of state, as a war veteran, that even a Tinubu is doing better than him in terms of addressing the insecurity in Nigeria. So I don't know why he chooses to be telling lies.
Okay, I like having you go different places. Kanu's release will bring peace panel. What are your opinions about that?
You see, that thing cannot be overemphasized. There is no way, because every stakeholder apart from Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State have accepted that Nnamdi Kalu's release is a panacea for peace in that region. So I don't know why federal government is still delaying. Though some people have argued that the federal government want to use to play politics, perhaps that in the build-up to 2027 election, he want to release it to use it to placate the Igbos as they were trying to magnetize vote from that axis. But the point is, it's very clear that the release of Nnamdi Kalu is a panacea for peace. I think the federal government should give the attention. And from what I've seen with Tinubu, it's not because he doesn't have the willpower to do it. It is because he has not decided to do it.
Okay, those are your opinion this morning. Let's go to the issue of man. They are telling federal government avoid this so-called tariff hike because it may lead to loss of jobs. What are your opinions about that this morning?
There are so many proposals for tariff hike. Is it in the power sector? Is it in the telecom industry? Because that of telecom industry, let us be objective. You can argue that the percentage is much, talking about 50%. But to say they should not increase tariff at all is not being fair to the operators in that sector, because you are seeing that all variables have increased. The operational cost must have increased. There's no argument about that. And even before now, they generate power by themselves. They do not rely on electricity generated by the discos to power their system. So if their operational costs have increased, it makes sense to say, okay, review your tariff, but let it be at a level that will not hit hard on Nigerians. I think they can strike the balance. But the area I'm not comfortable is the area where federal government is proposing to increase tariff in the power sector. Go and look at even the proposed tax reform bills. Federal government made us to understand that there will be exemption of tax from generation, from transmission, distribution that affect everybody, they tax it. So for me, the federal government, if their claim that they are subsidizing electricity even at this level is true, I think they should sustain that subsidy for now.
Okay, those are your opinions this morning. Let's go to other papers. I like having you. I go to different topics in the morning. Okay, I'm coming. Let me see. How? Two proposals for new state before House of Reps panel. These are the front page of the Nation this morning. How do you see creating new state in Nigeria? What are your opinions?
One is lopsided, and secondly, could that solve the Nigerian problem? Because let us look at the issue why people are agitating. I think it's basically because of bad governance and marginalization. And even the Southeast, the Igbos that are heavily marginalized under the current status quo, if you look at that proposal, it is another level of marginalization. Because currently, Southeast is the only region that is having 5 states, and their proposal is to give them additional 4 to make it 9. South is having 6 before, they are proposing an additional 5 or so to make it 11. Southwest here that is having 6, there's proposal for 7 to make it 13. North Central that is before now having 6, if you add Abuja, it makes it 7. They are proposing, I think, 7 to make it 13 or so. Then Northeast, they are proposing additional 4 to make it 10. Then the Northwest, they are proposing additional 5 to make it 11 or so. So for me, I think it is still the same marginalization. Well, if you say you want to balance it, where is the equity, where is the fairness, where is the justice? If you have 3 major ethnic groups in Nigeria, talking about the Hausa, the Igbo, the Yoruba, and currently the major southeast state in the southeastern part of the country have only, talking about the southeast, have only 5 states, as against 6, 7 in other regions, as the case may be. So for me, if there's any need to create states, there's every need to balance it in terms of fairness, equity, and justice. The current proposal for me is still lopsided, and I don't think it's welcomed.
Okay. Let's go to this fact again on the Daily Trust. Bad news. Our Army General was abducted in Katsina. Man, 2 wives, children among victims. Over 100 gunmen involved in attack. What are your opinions about that?
When you hear things like this, it gives people outside the country a sense of what the common man is passing through. Was it not in our very eye here they kidnapped the wife of a former deputy AIG of police? And what that does is, if people of that caliber who have retinue of security aides could be vulnerable to be kidnapped, you now begin to ask what is the hope of the common man on the streets. There are so many Nigerians who are kidnapped. I have forgotten the data, the statistics the other time. I think it was released by NBC about how many trillion Nigerians have used to pay ransom in 1 year, and the total number of people kidnapped. So what we are saying is, it gives you a sense of what Nigerians are passing through. You are even saying this. The House of Assembly member in Anambra State, they discovered his corpse. Was it this morning or so? Close to I think around on it or so. And these are people who go with security, guard to security detail. So for me, I think the government have no option. It behoves on them to protect lives and property. As Tinubu, he have claimed that nobody should pity him, that he asked for the job. I don't know how he got the job, but he claimed that he asked for the job, but currently he's in the saddle. It behoves on him to protect lives and property because he goes by the name of the president and the commander of the armed forces. So it behoves on him to protect life and property. And when he does that, it's not doing anybody any good or any favor. It is a responsibility that's incumbent on his office. So to that extent, all the governors, they should write to the occasion. If it means holding federal government to ensure that they vulcanize or rather they rigid the security architecture to allow the government, the state government, to some level of security power so that they could, at their own level, address this insecurity, I think it's a thing to do.
Thanks so much for coming, Mr. Martin. Let me ask both of you because I have to just be magnanimous. Good morning, both of you. In 1 minute, I don't know if I have the time. Please bring this down. 1 minute for the both of them, or 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. I don't know. Let's start this morning. Two wise men are here with me this morning. Mr. Asa, good morning, sir.
Good morning, our viewers. Good morning, Obodua. Good morning, Tundo Kafo, Mr. Tundo Kafo. Good morning, Kinjo Ogwa. Good morning, Mr. Ukwoji and the rest, Mr. Aike. God bless you all.
13 patients from US came to Nigeria for kidney transplant. That means people are not coming from the USA for medical attention in Nigeria. How do you react to this? Is this a good news for Nigeria, or you think it's just a propaganda?
They are not coming for good in Nigeria because in US to buy kidney is not easy. It's because they can easily get it here. Here is like a no man's land, and it's like a place where you don't have human rights. You know, you see, Ekweremadu went for kidney transplant in UK. He finished in prison. You see it. So in America, for you to do that kind of thing, it is not too easy. That's why they are coming here.
Okay, let me take you on this too so I can go to him. Man is saying because Nigerians, if you are listening to me anywhere across the world, be expecting tariff hike. But man is telling, they are warning that we don't want tariff hike in Nigeria. Nigerians are already suffering from the fact that we are going to pay more for data. Now, electricity tariff hike. Now again, 15% increase. Fresh price hike looms as MPA plans 50% tariff on increase on this imported goods to Nigeria. What are your opinions about our kind of president we have?
You say when you talk, they will tell you, in UK, people are paying tax, people are paying this or that. But you ask them, is Nigeria UK? Anywhere you are working in UK, the money they are paying you will be sufficient to carry all your expenditure, health and everything. But in Nigeria, I keep on saying it, minimum wage is 73,000 naira. That 73,000 is not sufficient for food item. To pay house rent with it is not easy. Transport with it is not easy. Electricity tariff is not easy. So they are hiking everything. Everything is increasing every day. What do you want poor man of Nigeria to do? You simply want them to die. Hiking is not, it is easy because I keep on telling you, our ministers, our governors, our president, all of them are living free life. It is government that pay everything for them, their light, their driver, car maintenance, everything. They don't pay for so they don't feel it. But the little one they are giving to poor Nigerians, they keep on fetching through tax. What did they want us to go? It's not good news at all.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Lawrence, let's close. I'm closing with you now. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu is the best option now to bring peace, just in 1 minute.
Yeah, to release Nnamdi Kanu, at least we bring 75% of peace in the southeast, including the Nigerians. Because what is the kind of injustice they are putting for the head of Nnamdi Kanu, the whole world and the Nigeria, they are not happy. What the kind of injustice they put for the head of Nnamdi Kanu. And he said that the judge of the Nigeria and the Supreme Court already said that this young man is innocent. Allow him to go. And the Nigerian government refused to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you go to Southeast, that is a part of in Nigeria here, you see that every Monday, because of one person, they are shutting all down for the business, government businesses, individual businesses. It shows that when this man come outside, that's a little big improvement in the Southeast.
Nigeria is a lawless country. Okay, but do you believe in Muhammadu Buhari as a person? He said that under him that security was good and everywhere was better. Do you agree with? Do you believe in Muhammadu Buhari?
No, number one, that I didn't believe in the Nigerian government. But what is going on in Nigeria is good, worst in the Nigerian government. The government that come out now, will suffer that one. But another one will come outside, will more worse. Look at the time of Obasanjo till now. We say government of Obasanjo is bad. But after Obasanjo, we say, we miss Obasanjo. But till time of Jonathan, when Jonathan reach, we say Jonathan government is bad. But when you enter Muhammadu Buhari, we say Buhari government, Jonathan government is good. Now, reach Buhari, we say that government of Buhari is more better than Tulumbu now. It's time of Tulumbu, we lack more insecurity in Nigeria. We lack much food in Nigeria. We lack many things in Nigeria. Corruption was what? More increased than before. That's the reason why that man, the one that killed Nigeria, and said that his own government is more better than Tulumbu. He said if he leave that seat, Nigeria will do what? Nigeria will remember him. And it's what is going on. Bros, let me tell you, since Tulumbu entered as a president of Nigeria, you are saying in Lagos State, how many times we already enter black art in Nigeria? Can you use compare the time of Buhari? Now, time of Buhari, you can buy a bag of rice, 45,000.
So why you was better than Tinubu? Are you saying that?
This is the reality.
Okay, 100%.
This is reality. Buhari, you buy rice of 110,000, you buy rice 14,000, 24,500. Now you are buying rice of 100 and something thousand. Can you compare?
No, as of now,
Insecurity now is what? More increasing. Problem. We are not saying that Buhari government is okay, but if you come to mathematics, it can use person that get 5 mark compare person who get 6 mark or 10 mark. That's a little difference there. But all the whole Nigeria government, the politician, all of them is what? 0, 0, 0 over 100. Because if that the president that leading Nigeria do well, I didn't think that Muhammadu, the Jagaba, will do wrong. Because we already see the foundation of the Nigeria, the people that rule Nigeria the first time, and the citizens of Nigeria didn't challenge them. That's what you do, that whatever I like to do, nobody will question me, and that's what is happening now. And that's the reason why Muhammadu Buhari come out now and say that his own government is more better than Tulumbu government. Is the truth. Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming. Let me close this morning. We are closing this morning, but as Nigerians, Nigeria cannot get better until we make sure that we remove tribal and religious sentiments from the way we think. If I introduce myself as real one Olasukomi Chukwuebuka, that name Chukwuebuka came from somebody in 2023. After I saw what I did online, everything, it was online, you can go and check it yourself. My campaign, who I voted for, I will not say it here, but people knows who I voted for, my stand, even Jonathan against Buhari, who I supported. I can say it here, people like us, personally, in my personal opinion, I have never voted for the APC before. Me personally, I have never voted for the APC before. So what I'm saying is that until Nigerians remove tribal and religious sentiments. If you think this person can perform, vote for the person. Leave tribe, leave religion. I know him, he's from our church, he's from my background, it does not matter. I said in 2023 that poverty, insecurity, and inflation is no effect of tribe or religion. All of us will buy the same thing at equal price. Look at what is happening. There's hunger everywhere, there's poverty everywhere. Many people cannot afford to eat. This woman is selling behind us here. Already by this time, our food will have finished. Now look at the food, it's still plenty remaining. People cannot even afford to buy food. People are begging every day. That's where we find ourselves in this part of Nigeria. Our leaders, they should look at, they should tell themselves the truth. And let me speak about Buhari in 1 minute. Buhari to me is the worst president in the history of Nigeria. Buhari is the worst in the history of Nigeria. You can't compare anybody to Buhari in Nigeria. Look at poverty. Nigeria became the poverty headquarters of the world under Buhari. Look at insecurity. The so-called Chibok girls, did they come back under Buhari? Look at how S-men start coming. Ruga, water control bill. Look at Buhari now. In case you don't know, Buhari gave Afghanistan $1 million in aid. So that man to me is but people voted for him because of tribe and religion. But what it is, let me appreciate my viewers. I'm closing. You know, Nigeria, you cannot be. If I keep talking, it will not change anything. I'm closing now. Let me start appreciating my viewers before I go this morning. Omo Odua, God bless you. Thanks for watching. Kinjo Ogba, God bless. Thanks for watching. Mazi David Tunde Okafot, God bless. Thanks for watching. Dr. Ukwogi, God bless. Thanks for watching. Olusaku Victor from Madi, thanks for watching. Adije Alonge, God bless. Thanks for watching. Victor Ajile, God bless. God bless. Thanks for watching. Anthony Onos Cooper, God bless. Thanks for watching. Mark Gold, God bless. Thanks for watching. Ezemo Uche Alove, God bless. Thanks for watching. Lukotes Nigeria Limited, God bless you. We love you here this morning. Professor Kedi, God bless you. Miss Kate Perry, God bless you. Thanks for watching. Cyril Eze, God bless. Thanks for watching. Ramsey Ezigo, God bless us for watching. Eze Water Liverpool, God bless us for watching. Sunday Mbeyi, God bless us for watching. Musa Toure, God bless us for watching. Adije Alonge, God bless us for watching. Baba Oladewale, God bless us for watching this morning. For the Sako, God bless us for watching this morning. We love all of you. We love our viewers. All of them are the reason why we are here. All of our viewers, we love you. If you enjoy what we did today, stay with us. Tomorrow we'll be back live. That will be the weekend edition. We'll be back here again. God bless all of you. It's a bye from here.
That's why.